Oh, this is going horribly already. Hi, I'm back a little bit. Yeah, I really haven't been doing anything. I haven't really even been wearing makeup, so we're testing several things in this video. Can I still put it on my face? How bad is the lighting? Whether or not my new phone can hold video for the period of time, and honestly, I really don't like this. Give me, hold on. That is somewhat better, but also bad. I don't know. We're doing makeup. This probably will never end up online, but in case, let me shift you. Yeah, I'm also crocheting more, and I made myself a bad sweater with a collar that I didn't do the right math for, so it stands up. Foundation, powder are on. I want to play with this. This is Angelica Nyquist's, I'm sure I pronounced that wrong, her collab with Kaleidos, the Club Nebula palette. I'm not gonna go too crazy. I just kind of want to do, honestly, the least mess upable makeup because I haven't been doing makeup. I really haven't been. There's something back here I want. Where is it? There. Nope, that's the wrong one. I haven't really been wearing makeup. I have been wearing glasses, I've been wearing masks, and I just was devoting the time to other things. So I'm out of practice. Luckily, a lot of my products have not gone off. I have coffee. I have contacts. I have quite bad vision, and I had been using soft contacts for a long time, and it just was getting to a point that the material of the soft contact was not holding my prescription the way I liked. And then I wore glasses, and then I got kind of spoiled with how crisp the vision on glasses was. So I stopped wearing my contacts pretty much for anything. And I know you can do glasses and makeup, but with my prescription, I am kind of blind in that in order to see what I'm doing on certain things, I would have to hold the mirror so close that the brush would not fit between the mirror and my eye. And I'm a little bit spoiled on being able to see things as I do them. So, since I work with eye doctors, I was complaining to one of my coworkers about how I needed to find, make an appointment, get a new prescription, and find a doctor willing to give me a prescription for hard contacts. Because they're not really being used unless you were already in them for most people. My mom has been in hard contacts forever because that was all that was available when she first started using contacts. And since that's what she's used to, they've never tried to transition her to soft contacts, and or they have, and she said no. Luckily, we made an appointment with one of the doctors that I work with, and he was very understanding of what I wanted and why. So we made all the things, did all the tests, got me a new prescription, tested some hard contacts in my eyes for the best shape, because I don't know if anybody knows anything about soft contacts, but if you've touched them or if you've seen them, they're very squishy and soft, whereas hard contacts are rigid. The shape is the shape. They don't really adjust to your eye. You have to fit the curvature and the shape of the actual lens itself to the shape of your eye. So you have to not only get the prescription correct, you have to kind of map out the shape of the eye and test different things and see which one fits. And then you have to order one that is the prescription and the right flaring and all that you want. Things I didn't know until I was having hard contacts fitted to my eye. Luckily, I seem to be having a very good reaction. My eyes aren't hateful. To me, at least, it feels not uncomfortable, just like I can feel the lenses in my eye. And it feels a little bit like a dry, soft contact, but not scratchy or unpleasant. The other side effect is that you have to work up to different amounts of time on your eye. Okay, so that's primer, my Franken skin shade done. I mainly want to kind of do this row, mainly this row. So I want Naru with Rock Hopper and Cyclone in the crease. I want Astro and You're My Only Hope on the lid, probably Nova on the inner corner. It's going to be very standard. I'm really excited about Queen of Blades and Void, but since I haven't worn makeup in probably at least 2 months, and even then it was spotty, we're just gonna go with cool tones that I'm comfortable with, and I know blues and greens are harder to blend, and since I don't have the energy for blending necessarily, we're just not gonna do it. That's overall been a lot of the reaction to the stress of certain things in quarantine and in the pandemic. Stop wearing makeup because the time to do it in the morning was just not in my mental abilities. So, we're gonna try to keep things a little more light and happy, even though everything is an existential dread of horror. It's fine. We're going back to contacts. So, you get the contacts ordered. They came into the office. Ooh. Oh, I touched the lens there. We put them in. I learn all the fun stuff about the different ways to clean them, because you have to clean them differently than soft contacts. Yep, we're having a fun time, aren't we? So, part of all the faces I'm going to make is that I haven't done much that touches my lid with the contacts in. We're still on Naru, by the way. So I'm trying to keep it up on... This is actually probably going to teach me a lot more about the proper pressure to use on my eyes. When you get the hard contacts, you have to work up to a certain amount of use. You can't just throw them in and wear them a certain amount of time like soft contacts, which apparently I was not supposed to do, but I was a teenager. I don't remember the instructions of what I was given back then. I'm going to start with Rock Hopper and start adding some depth. I can see the shades. They're not showing up a ton on camera for you, but since this is mainly a test, it's fine. So, you have to build up to them. You can only wear them so many hours, then you have to kind of like wear them an hour longer each consecutive day. Yeah, Lefty's not looking so good, but that's my general lack of skills. The eyeshadows themselves are so far very pigmented and blendable. I just don't have any skills anymore. And Lefty was always the complicated eye. I really gotta stop touching the lens when I do that. So, I am up to 12 hours of approved wear time today. This is Cyclone? Why? You know, if I had the energy to watch any of the reviews, I would know if that's a Battlestar Galactica reference, which I think it is, but don't want to put that out if it's not the thing. Yeah, so I've been buying a lot less makeup, especially because I know I'm not really wearing it. I had told myself I was going to wear it on the weekends. Didn't wear it on the weekends. Okay, that feels not horrible. We're making progress. I'm going to pick up Astro and start putting that on the outer half to 2/3 of my lid. We're going to have to be very careful with the pressure because this is going to be actually on the little part of my lid, which is going to be putting pressure on the contact, which I am quickly learning my eye doesn't like. Because, you know, the contact is hard. So, I am having an overall very good reaction. It's not, you know, horribly uncomfortable. I can feel it, but it's not an unpleasant necessarily feeling, just adjusting to what it feels like. The pros are the things that I really was hoping to get out of it. It holds the prescription really, really, really well. Like, my vision is significantly more crisp with the hard contact than it was even, you know, back when the soft contacts were working better. Because the soft contact material is very flexible and it does kind of spread and adjust as your eye moves, which leaves a little less crispness in your vision. But the hard contact is just so nice. It's insanely good at holding my prescription, which is luckily what I was hoping for and what I got. Yeah, Lefty's feeling the pressure better, and I don't know if that's just because I'm worse at doing my left eye or because I'm putting too much pressure on. Yeah, I can very much feel when I touch the part of my eye that has the contact underneath. Oh. I'm learning skills. I like it. It's not as dark as I was kind of expecting it to be, so next time I'll probably put more of one of the dark shadows underneath and just put Astro on top. It looks like that's probably, from what I remember of when I don't watch a lot of makeup things anymore. It just, I don't know. I've lost some of my interest, and some of it is, you know, why watch this and get excited about it if you're not even wearing makeup, which means you're not going to recreate the look or anything. Well, now Righty's mad. What are you doing, Hi? Okay, there, it's better. So now we're going to go into You're My Only Hope for the intersection of my eye. And hopefully not anger the contact. So yeah, I was really hoping that the hard contact was going to be holding my prescription better and being crisper, and it is exactly what I wanted. And luckily my eyes are reacting pretty well to it, you know, on top of attempting eye makeup for the first time since getting them. I've had both of my follow-up visits, because when you get soft contacts, I don't even remember if I had an initial secondary visit. Like, I don't remember going back in other than once a year for my prescription check on my soft contacts. Whereas on this one, you have to go and you have to do the initial fitting and prescription check, and then they order the contacts, and then we had another visit where I sat with them and we put them in, showed me how to take them back out, because getting them out is different than soft contacts, how to clean and care for them, all the differences to be aware of, all sorts of stuff. And then once you've done all of that, I wore them for a week and came back in to have him look at the way the lenses were adjusting and sitting on my eye and making sure everything was going where I wanted it and not shifting or doing anything bad or causing any irritation. I've had a lot of dye in my eyeballs the last week or so to check for, corneal scratches and stuff. That's the other reason you have to be very careful is when you're working up to it, if you work up too fast, you can tear your cornea, which is horrifying. To me. Oh, that's a really lovely shade. So this is Nova on my inner corner, doing a nice cute thing. And that is very reflective, very nice. Normally I'd put stuff on my lower lash line, but I don't really care. We're just playing with makeup to see if I can do it and doing an initial opinions of this. And the lower lash line was what irritated my contacts a little bit more than the top. So that's good. That's just where I'm going to leave the eyes. They're very pretty. You can't see it because my lighting is horrible. I don't really see any fallout, so that's fantastic. So, we'll just do some other stuff. Ooh. I did get this from Give Me Glow. It's Sugar Cookie. It's the powder on my face, and I've used it like once because I'm not really wearing makeup, but it's really nice. It's a very good flesh match for me. It's very mattifying. It's very nice. I like it a lot. I'm going to use bronzer. Oh, I should have planned out, like, any type of plan for the rest of my face. I was just like, oh yeah, we'll do the eye makeup, and it'll be fine. And instead I've just talked about contacts, which is probably quite boring for everybody who has good vision or doesn't care about the change to hard contacts. Yeah, most of my other stuff is either work-related in a way that I probably shouldn't talk too much about. Because I feel like it's, I don't know. Unless I have an interesting story like Teresa is dead, I probably won't talk too much about work and coworkers. Because it's, I don't know. Unless you're in the medical billing industry, it's all going to be boring stuff to you. It's not going to make any sense. And I normally get along with a lot of my coworkers. There's some hiccups with the fact that, I'm working in 2 physical offices, working claims for 3 offices, and so I'm not in the office every day to kind of like bond with some of my coworkers. I'm splitting a week with 2 different sets of coworkers. And then I have some other people that are never at the same location as me, so we don't get to do in-person bonding because of all of the safety restrictions we're all trying to follow. I'm also not, like, traveling there. We're not doing, like, activities outside of work to get to know each other more. We're just kind of stuck with however we are. So I've been using this blush, and I think it's probably a good match. It just looks boring. We'll do it, though. This is shade 5214. That is one of the things. Makeup Forever makes some really, really nice powders. Like their blushes, I really, really like. The, one that I have. But I feel like part of the fun of makeup is shade names, at least for me. So I want there to be a shade name, not just a string of letters and numbers. Being able to say, oh yeah, sugar cookies on my face is very fun for me. Oh, I forgot to pretend that I contour with my bronzer. Give me a moment. Other weird thing about contacts, since apparently we're just talking about my hard contacts. That's just what we're doing. Soft contacts, the lens itself is bigger than your iris, so the edge of it sits outside of the color of your eye, whereas soft contact or hard contacts are smaller, so the edge of the lens sits inside that ring of color, which is, you know, depending on how your eyes sit and where you're focusing, in vision, it's in your field of vision. It's very weird because I'm used to having edges on my vision when I have glasses on, because you can see where the edge of the glasses are. At least I normally can, even on my big ol' librarian glasses. But I couldn't see the edges of my vision previously when I was doing... Yeah, you can't see that I put blush and bronzer on at all because my color lighting is bad. I care a lot less about other people's opinions of my appearance. That has been going downhill generally. It's taken a sharp dip during our pandemic. And that I'm wearing this big, oversized, chunky, you know, mess of a sweater that I made. And I like it because I made it. It doesn't look good. It's not flattering. It very much looks homemade, but I like it. I like this aggressive coral with the taupe. That's obviously why I put them together, because I liked them. But I have ideas for a corner of my apartment that if I cleared out, because I just kind of piled up packing supplies from when I moved in and never put them away. I was like, I don't want to throw away these boxes, because eventually I'm going to have to pack everything up in this apartment and move again, eventually. And I don't know how much I'm going to want to put into finding packing materials again when I have all the ones that carried all the stuff into the apartment. But I could, you know, break down the boxes instead of leaving them full and just piled in a corner, and then have that corner where I could set it up for getting the proper lights and stuff for filming. That was when I was thinking about getting a camera, which could be a good idea, but could also be bad in that I wasn't really filming things. I wasn't even wearing makeup, let alone filming videos, and then now I'm testing how much this video can hold to see whether or not I can even do one-shot videos like I'd been doing since, I don't know, my laptop and my editing software that was cheap and shitty stopped working for me altogether. Like, wouldn't let me import videos, wouldn't let me edit things, would let me edit it sometimes and then would fail to save the finished product, and it was just a whole thing. And I wasn't... It's... Ooh. That's why I have coffee over there. It felt like a weird use of my money to start acquiring a bunch of things to edit videos on something that I wasn't even really filming, and I have now decided is very much a hobby. Like, I'm not going to ever put the effort in to make this like a nice financial thing. And now that I'm paying rent and handling most of my own expenses and stuff like that, it seems not in line with my goals to do that. I'm also going to use Mars Melter from Kaleidos because I ordered those together. And I was kind of hoping it was going to be red. It's pink. I like pink, but I already have pink. I think I even have pink from Kaleidos. I thought I had a pink. But they do make a nice highlighter formula that you can't see because my lighting is bad. And I do still have to go to the store, so I'm going to end up wearing a mask over all of this and probably wearing off half of my base makeup. But we don't care, because all that cares is that we had fun putting it together and we like how it turned out, whether or not it lasts. whether or not anybody else enjoys it. I think you can see a little bit of the nose. So yeah, in theory, when I get back in the habit of wearing makeup more and feel like I have good things to say, we can go ahead and get used to the fact of how to do my eyes without messing up my contacts. Setting spray. I can make the effort to start making a space, getting a camera, and or getting my phone to do the clips. Oh, I can use my fan. And then I might also invest in a desktop computer instead of just a quick laptop for when my phone won't do the thing I want to do. And then maybe I'll make more videos. Maybe I won't. Who knows? I have also had parts of my anxiety pop up every time I'm like, oh, let me start making videos. I'm like, even though there's nothing wrong. You guys have generally been fantastic. I normally read the comments and then I intend to respond to them, and I either think too long about what I'm responding, whether or not it is nice and appropriate and not awkward and not weird, because I'm a weird, awkward lady. And then it has sat too long, and then I'm like, okay, well, I can't write now because it's been a weird amount of time since when they left the message, even though I opened the message and started responding to the comment. Yeah, my hair did a thing. I hacked most of it off. I had it at a chin length, like a up to a chin length bob for a while, and now it's grown back out. It is all my natural color now because all the bleach has finally grown out. It's straight and boring, and when it's safe to go places, I'll probably have it permed. Okay, so that's powder, blush, bronzer, highlight, eyes. That leaves lips. Since I'm eating, we'll do a lip gloss. And this is just my general boring go-to. Fussy from Fenty Beauty. It's a very flattering mauve, which on my lips is a nude. Yep, that's the look. That is as put together as I'm gonna get. Yeah, it's been a weird year for everybody. There's a lot of things I wanted to do, didn't get around to. There's a lot of things that I just stopped doing for mental health's sake. One of which is, even though makeup was a self-care fun thing for me, I've switched that over into other things. Because I am, cooking all my own meals and trying to find and coordinate time to see my friends and family in a way that's safe. I've been reading a lot more books. My family's doing, my mom, one of my sisters, and my brother and I are reading books as a group. And that's been nice. We're currently reading Roots, which is still interesting. I put off reading it more than I should because I know it's very rough. And so I read the part where he stayed in Africa and it was nice, and my mom kept being like, oh, I'm halfway done, I'm nearing the end, and my brother and I are both just like, we're still in Africa because it's gonna get real sad real soon. Oh, mascara. I even put the mascara in my bra, so I remember to do the mascara. That's what I'm forgetting. So we will do that. I was like, my eyes don't look as defined as they normally do when I wear eye makeup. Is it because I'm looking in the mirror at the badly lit video, or because I'm forgetting mascara? Yeah, I really like the shadows that showed up on my skin. They blended very nicely. They were quite true to color. I have strategies for next time. Hopefully, as I get more used to the contacts and start adjusting my morning routine and all that stuff, I will make more time for makeup. I will reacquire some of the skills that I had and or make different skills. And then I will hopefully work on my interaction with stuff and have the mental energy to make shitty makeup videos for you guys again. Or, if you want, we could just live stream and drink wine while I crochet, because that is apparently a thing I do now. It helps with my anxiety. I get a thing out of it. I have made one big open front cardigan for myself. My coworker asked for one, so I made one for her, and then one for my boy, which he very patiently accepted, and I have never seen again because he's not really a sweater dude. But it's a good sweater. I might just steal it from him and wear it myself because it's big and kind of frumpy, which is honestly where my style is leaning. I like being kind of the aesthetic of a boring cat lady. I don't know, I don't particularly care about a lot of things, and shapeless, comfy clothes are kind of really nice. And if I've just decided that is what I want to do, then that's what I'm going to wear. And so I made one for him, made one for my coworker. I have another one that I'm working on for my other coworker. I crocheted my dad a remote holder to put over the side of the couch to hold all his TV and DVD and stuff remotes. I made this for myself. And then my coworker's daughter keeps stealing her sweater, so I'm making one for her daughter. And then I will probably start trying to make things that actually fit me as opposed to just big shapeless masses. I get very nervous about whether or not I'm gonna crochet it big enough. Like, I'd feel really... I had the weird anxiety of what if I finish the project and then it doesn't fit me and I've put in, 3 weeks of work on something that I can't wear. And then I end up with these things that are just, like way too big, but also are nice. Yes, you can probably hear the shift of exercise ball that I'm sitting on because it took me down just enough to be in frame for where I put my phone. But yeah, I like how the eyes turned out. They're nice. The powders are nice. Things are nice. It's the first time wearing makeup probably since November. Which is weird, because I got makeup for Christmas. Let's see what I got for Christmas. I got the whole Natasha Denona Trichrome palette. Triochrome. And it's really pretty, and I really like the idea of these, and I would love to wear these to work, because I feel like these are really, colorful but muted neutrals with very, office-appropriate multichromes. I just don't have time in my brain to make the shift to my schedule for that. But eventually. Thank you guys for watching. As far as I can tell, the video hasn't cut out at any time. It's probably bad quality. I know it's badly lit. But thank you for coming back. Hopefully we will get something together. It's gonna be shitty lighting for quite a while unless even if I went out and got a bunch of lamps, I didn't like how it was when I had the overhead on, so we'll see. And I will try to either wear makeup more or get myself emotionally ready for the fact that you guys will watch videos of me wearing old makeup. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Trying to get back into my hobbies because I have a lot of stuff for this hobby and I do enjoy my makeup when I wear it. I just have to wear it. I will see you guys next time. Thank you for stopping by. Go ahead and comment. Apparently I read them, I just get too anxious about responding, and hopefully I will remember to respond to them in the videos at least. So, I'll see you guys later. Thank you. Bye!